Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we are doing another Wildcard Saturday video. I don't know why I'm so hyped.
I don't know, but I kind of look like Bob Marley with an earring here.
Anyway, today we are doing a video that it's kind of more of a rock and roll, like not like a classic rock, but a hard rock, I should say.
Oh, it's classic hard rock.
Classic hard rock. Yeah. Okay. This is AC/DC's Highway to Hell. Now, the kicker with this.
What's the kicker?
The kicker with this is that this will either go out on YouTube or Patreon. So if it goes out on YouTube, awesome for you guys that I beat the copyright system. If it does not go out on YouTube and this is going out on Patreon, well, you're just gonna have to deal with all the cut marks in this anyway. So what information do you have on this today?
I have like
Zero. Okay.
All I know,
but any information is better than no information.
No, the only thing that I found, there were a bunch of theories in regard to what the song was about.
Okay.
Okay. One was simply about that it had to do with hell. All right. One of them was a theory that that it was the Highway to Hell was the touring schedule that they were going through at that point.
Okay.
Okay. One of them was the fact that one of the guys, I think it was one of the guys who wrote it.
I don't know. I
want to say his name was Bon Scott.
Okay. I don't know the band very well.
I don't either. I just know this song from the Avengers, okay? From Tony Stark going down the road with Highway to Hell or whatever.
He was going out of the he was going out of the airplane.
He was okay.
Going to the Stark Expo. It was Iron Man 2.
Okay, whichever one. That's the only reason I really know this song. There was the theory that their lifestyle was such that they earned the right to take the Highway to Hell. That's what one guy. That's what one guy.
Ozzy Osbourne biting the head off of bats.
Off a bat. That was one of them. There was another that there was another theory that it was about a stretch of road in Australia, a stretch of highway in Australia that's known for its fatal accidents.
So it's the Highway to Hell.
So one of the band members had dubbed it the Highway to Hell. And then there was the last one that I was reading about was one of the band members said that going between Sydney and Perth,
okay,
on this particular stretch of highway, which was apparently a long, road, a long bus trip, said when the sun was going down, it looked like a huge fireball.
Okay.
Okay, which they kind of named Hellfire. Okay. But and
of course these are all theories.
Yeah.
These are all theories.
Yeah, and that's strictly what they are.
Yeah.
We're all theories. So let's see. So basically it looked like you were going into the sun. It looked like
You're going to hell.
The Highway to Hell, right?
Gotcha.
So, and then somebody just said that it really does have to do with going to hell, and it has hidden meanings in it, in the song and whatnot. And one of the writers said, we never hid anything. So if we were saying that we were going to hell, we were going to hell. And it was just,
right.
It's just how it was. So take it for
what you want.
Take it for what you want. The band couldn't even decide what it was
about.
Because these were all different band members, apparently, right, that had different theories on what it was written about. So anyway.
All right.
So that's all I know.
This will be a fun video. All right.
Are we ready?
You good?
I'm good.
All right, let's get started, guys. wasn't even that loud. I turned it down. It wasn't even that loud. Your virgin ears will settle down.
Well, first off, they're not virgin ears, but they are 60-year-old ears. So, well, I'm thirsty.
What'd you think about that one?
Man, all I was picturing was Tony Stark.
It fits him.
It does. It definitely fit him. I had the lyrics going, as I was going through here, and I was thinking of all the different theories. Okay, as they were singing this thing, and the one theory I was telling you about the fireball.
Yeah.
Okay, and along the highway and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, at the end of the highway, there is a bar that one of these guys, would always hang out with his friends. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was there was this bar at the end of the highway to hell. Okay, and
of course there was.
Okay, well, but here are these lyrics.
The 70s.
Here are these lyrics. Okay, in regard to ain't nothing I would rather do, going down, party time. My friends are gonna be there too. Mm-hmm. I'm on the highway to hell. Mm-hmm. So is he going to the bar? Okay.
Or is he saying all of his
friends are in hell and I'm
joining with them?
I'm joining them.
That's what I pictured out of it. But
he gives a shout out to Satan.
Yep.
In the middle here, you mentioned that. There's the shout out. Hey Satan, paid my dues. By playing in the rock band.
Yep.
Okay.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's all the 70s was about. And you'll hear a lot of band members in different bands say the only reason I became a musician was for
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Was for the girls. So and
thus they got it.
So
because they were in the band.
So anyway, any one of those theories fit the lyrics. Mm-hmm. So who really knows? Except for the guys who are still singing it.
Right.
So
yeah.
So anyway, as far as the music, I'll tell you,
love it. I love it.
I think Brian May could have done a better job playing that song. I didn't like the guitar player.
I like the guitar player.
I thought he was cheesy. I thought he was a guitar player wannabe. But you've got me spoiled with the Big Red Machine.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
The Red Special.
The Red Special. You've got me spoiled with it. Okay.
I give credit where credit is due. I liked him.
Okay. Well, good for you.
Anyway.
I mean, it was good for what it is. I mean, you got to remember, back in the 70s, there were so many bands that were simply screaming. I mean, at the beginning, when he started singing, I had a hard time. If I hadn't had the lyrics, I wouldn't have known what he was saying.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But there were a lot of bands that did that.
Yeah.
Okay, that you had no clue as to what they were, but
that's a headbanger, so I would have listened to it anyway.
But you were so engulfed in the whole thing, you weren't listening anyway.
Right.
It was just, you were just throwing yourself all over the place, okay? And
I'm like, when I was at...
that's just how it was made.
When I was on a trip a few years back, I went to Myrtle Beach, and I saw this one group, and I forget what they were called, but they basically did like reenactment shows or whatever of all these classic bands.
Right.
And the guitarist basically said, yeah, we have our headphones in. We can't hear anybody else. We can't hear anybody else. We only hear ourselves. We don't know what the audience is hearing, and we can't hear anybody else.
Right.
And in the 70s, that's really what you did. You didn't listen to any of your other band members. It was just, we're going to make this work. But we're going to make it work. And they made it work.
They did this. They were doing that, back in the 60s.
Right.
I mean, because... And that's
the Beatles on the It's Over.
Well, no, that's why the Beatles stopped touring. That's
right.
one of the reasons that they stopped touring, because their musicianship was going down the tubes. Whatever musicianship there was, but they couldn't hear the harmonies, they couldn't hear anything. Their speakers weren't loud enough for them to even hear themselves sing, to hear what the other person was singing. And so they were always way off.
Yeah.
Okay, but nobody cared. Nobody
They were
listened.
the Beatles.
You know, they were the Beatles.
The EA like the Beatles.
Then you get to, then you get up to, then you get into the 70s, and you had the headbanging stuff, but the majority of the time, who was in the clubs listening? Okay, they were young, they were either high or they were drunk.
Yep.
For the most part.
Yep.
I'm sure that there's somebody out there who's going to say, I went and listened to so and so and so and so, and I was not. But
whatever.
But I'm just saying, this was the.
If you're saying you're not, you're probably lying.
But these are the kind of bands that had that kind of following.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That you just went sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, that's what it was. Just like what you said. So for what they did, it was. It was good. Hey, it got him into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That it did.
For Lord's sake.
Yeah, that it did.
Okay. Somebody liked him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people liked him.
Mm-hmm.
That's, so you can't take that away. You really can't take that away.
Right.
So, anyway, it's not who I listen to.
Right.
My hardest, one of my hardest rock and roll at that time would have been listening to Aerosmith. Where you could actually understand what they were singing. They were not like this.
Right.
I wasn't listening to AC/DC. I wasn't listening to, in the late 60s, early 70s, I wasn't listening to Black Sabbath. I wasn't, in Ozzy Osbourne. I wasn't listening to, all of these,
Right.
Because I couldn't understand what they were saying anyway.
Right.
And I wasn't into the headbanging scene.
And you weren't into Black Sabbath ripping the bat's head off.
Right. I was into at least understanding what they were singing.
Right. Right.
I
mean, that's why a lot of today's music with all the rap and everything like that, I can't listen to it because I don't understand what they're saying.
Right.
And, they found a way somehow to rhyme a word with orange.
Okay.
There is no word that rhymes with orange, but rappers have figured out how to do it. Because they make up their own words and they put it this close together so you can't tell. I've been told that they're false rhymes is what they are, right.
And every musician does them.
I've still been told that I grew up in the wrong generation because I really listen to just 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe some 90s, but it's a lot of 80s, 70s, and 80s music, like this, 70s. But that's what I grew up listening to.
Okay.
I think that's what Dave listened to, and that's what you listen to.
Okay.
But I don't listen to anything from my generation. I don't. I think today's music sucks. I do. They need to take some hints from bands like this.
We'll talk about that in another.
Sorry.
We'll talk about that in another video, but
Patreon video.
But that's Patreon video. But anyway, I don't know. Like I say, I put it. If I don't look at this video, and I think of the Stark Expo, okay. And that whole scene, right? Okay, that's the one where he learned how to go to the bathroom in his suit, right?
No, that was at the party. This was at this was played at the beginning when he was where he was coming out of the plane and landed, and Jarvis took the suit off in front of everybody, and the crowd was cheering. And
oh, okay.
Yeah. No, when he went to the bathroom in the suit, that was right before Another One Bites the Dust.
Doesn't it figure?
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I can still picture this. Okay, I mean, it suits him. So, but anyway. But that's where I'm at. How's that?
Good?
I'm good.
Alrighty, guys. Now my time for my little checklist thing here at the end. Don't forget to check out the Teespring link that's down in the description below, where we've got hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, breast cancer awareness t-shirts, tank tops, mugs, phone cases, and the phone cases are really cool. I'm trying to get it.
There it is.
There it is, so that the light doesn't glare off of it from our ring light here. But yeah, phone cases, really, really cool. You saw our mug in one of our previous videos. That mug is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend getting those while you can.
I love it. Yep.
You drink your old person cranberry juice.
I drink my old people drinks. Yeah, out of there.
Anyway, but guys, make sure you get those while you can, because they will not be up very much longer. We are working on some new stuff, and then once the new stuff comes out, the old stuff will come down, and you will never see it again. So get that stuff while you can. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel and community financially as well, you can also become a Patreon member. Basically what Patreon is, if you don't know, it is our VIP tier, where it is a paid membership per month, and you put forth your membership or your contribution, your membership.
Your contribution.
Yeah, and then in return you get rewards back from us depending on your tier. That could range from link description mentions, to shout outs, to exclusive videos, to just one-on-one communication with us, to personalized group chats. All sorts of great stuff, guys. So if you'd like any of those, make sure you become a Patreon member down below for as little as $1 a month. I do owe some patrons some shout outs for being Patreon members and being awesome. That'd be Paula Johnson, Patricia Miller, Teresa Anderson, Hot Space, and Petro, Karen Barone, Sandy Thomas, Courtney Truax, Cindy Rice, Don Kula, and Alexis R.
Yes.
The list is getting long.
It's getting longer. It's getting longer every day.
It's getting longer, and as sooner rather than later, I'm going to start saying half, and you're going to have to pick up the other half.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you'd like to add your name to that list, or get a shout out, or anything else, make sure you become a Patreon member down below, again, for as little as $1 a month, guys. Also, remember, guys, at 1,000 subscribers, we will open up our P.O. box. So if you'd like to send us anything, you definitely can. This has been a wild 2020 so far. At the beginning of, on New Year's Day, we were at 501, and now we're at 518.
No, we're 718.
718, I'm sorry. We're at 718. And we're probably going to be at 720 or so by the time you see this video, but currently we were sitting at 718. It's been unbelievable, so thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
We have 283, 82, something like that.
Right.
Left to go, and then we will open up the P.O. box. That is something that we have been waiting a while for, and a lot of other people have been waiting a while for. So if you would like to help us reach that goal, whether or not you want to send us anything, make sure you click that subscribe button.
We had an offer for, what was it?
Fudge.
Peanut butter and chocolate fudge. And I have to wait for 282 more subscribers.
So we can open up the P.O. box.
So hopefully she's freezing it. Hopefully she's freezing it, and there will be some in the P.O. box. It's in time. But 282.
Yeah, 282. Not too far away.
That is it.
Yeah.
So.
And again, it is free to subscribe. It's just the 2 clicks, one for the subscribe and one for the post notification bell, so you get notified whenever anything drops from this channel, a video goes live, or anything else. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.